It's positively Muskegon. Andy O'Reilly today down at the Muskegon Museum of Art, and what a treat. I have not been a chance to get down and see this. We've been talking about it for almost a year, and it's down to a month left.
It's just over a month, and I tell you, people need to see this
Yeah.
because we have said, and I'm not trying to over-exaggerate it, but this is once in a lifetime.
Yeah.
And I don't mean just here.
Yeah.
This kind of exhibition showcasing the entire collection of Curtis's work has actually never happened before.
Let's tell them who you are first.
Oh, okay.
Judith Hayner is here. She's the executive director. She's pretty excited about the last month. It's been a big exhibit, this Edward S. Curtis.
It has been.
It's the North American Indian exhibit, and this is, I mean, I honestly, we've been at this for a year or so, talking about it coming and actually getting here, and now it's a month
We've been planning
to
it
go.
for about 3 years.
Yeah.
Actively planning it.
So here it is. It's my first chance to actually come, and this is really remarkable.
It really is. It's very, I don't know, there's just something in the air. It's a very special thing for us, and I think for our visitors.
Let's get into the whole thing about it now. 3 years in the planning.
3 years in the planning. We've owned the collection. The collection's been at the museum since the 70s. Prior to that, it's Muskegon's collection. It's the 70th edition of the North American Indian that Lulu Miller subscribed to at Hackley Public Library in 1908.
1908.
That's why we have this.
Sure.
She was a fairly new librarian. She was named the head librarian in Hackley in 1907, and pretty quickly she obviously got wind of this. She got Curtis's promo, and she decided that she thought this was an important thing to do, and she signed up for the subscription. It was a $3,000 commitment.
Really? In 1908?
In 1908.
Think of the money that would be today.
It's about $80,000. So it wasn't a minor decision.
Right.
And what kind of makes me laugh a little bit too is it's a decision based on basically a promise.
Sure.
Because the work didn't exist, number one.
Right.
And it was going to take, Curtis thought it would take 5 to 7 years to do the research he wanted to do on the Indian tribes west of the Missouri.
Sure.
It actually took 30. So the first book, volume 1 came in 1908. Volume 20 came in 1930.
Wow.
And it bookended Lulu Miller's career. She started in the library in 1907 she was a clerk right out of high school. Right. But she started as director in 1907, and she retired in 1930. So it really bookended her career.
Let's talk about the impact that this has had, because we were talking before we came on a little bit, and it's been huge.
It has been huge. We thought that it would be because in all the research that we've done, this has never been done before. Right. So I had a feeling that this might be big, but this has been amazingly big. We've had, as of last night at 8 o'clock, 13,500 visitors since May 11th. Now that's record-setting for us.
Is it really?
We've never had any run of an exhibition or a run of weeks that have totaled 13,500. We have people flying in to see this exhibition.
Do you really?
We have people that called from Washington, D.C., trying to figure out where they could fly into. They're going to come in on a Sunday. What are your hours? We're going to fly in, then we want to see this, and they're flying out. Yeah. I have somebody coming in from Boston doing exactly the same thing. We've had Santa Fe, we've had Spokane, Washington. It's kind of crazy.
That's a good thing, though.
We're keeping track of our zip codes, and we put them through June.
Sure.
Summarize that. 37 states, 12 countries at the end of June.
That's remarkable.
Yeah, it has been. We've been delighted. It's been truly, truly wonderful.
Absolutely a great thing to have going on in Muskegon.
Yeah.
When you come in, let's talk about the way the gallery's set up now.
Okay.
And again, we're doing the story because there's really only about a month left to go.
There is. This exhibition ends on September 10th.
Okay.
And then people, I think, when that happens, it's like, well, why? Why can't you extend it? When you're planning out museum calendars, we plan out 2 to 3 years.
Sure.
So we have contracts for the next thing.
Yeah.
So it will end on September 10th, and I'm steeling myself for the phone calls we will get on September 11th.
Yeah.
And people that will be heartbroken because no, it will not. Museum exhibitions are like a live performance.
Yeah.
And when they go away, you're never going to see it like that again.
Yeah.
This collection is ours. We will use Curtis again.
Yep.
Will we do this again? I'm not sure. We've devoted about 80% of the entire museum to this.
Big.
Not an easy feat to do that. It's in every gallery except one, and our permanent collection is showcased in that gallery. So will we do this again? I don't know. It wouldn't be soon. And this work is all on paper, so it
Yeah.
all needs to rest, literally. I mean, that's the museum standard, that you can't keep works on paper out
Right.
for an extended time. So it will go away on September 10th. We'll put it back into storage and wait for the next time that we'll do something with it.
Is there a chance that this collection will tour?
Because it's work on paper, that's a challenging thought. When we were planning this, I was talking to our staff about, I could see us doing it once,
Yeah.
but really you can't keep paper out and exposed for long durations.
Right.
We have not pursued that. I had started a conversation with one major museum that I thought had the space and the mission to do this, and that just didn't go anywhere. So
Right.
I don't know that we will tour it. If somebody wanted to talk to us about that, we would certainly be very open to talking about one more place
Yeah.
where this could happen.
I mean, because this is, I mean, really something you could put in the Smithsonian. You could put.
Well, there's 700, what makes Curtis's work so remarkable is that there's 723 individual photogravures.
Yeah.
They are an original print like this.
Yeah.
And so just the space and the planning that you have to devote to displaying 723 works of art is rather significant.
Right.
But yeah.
That's what I'm saying, though. That's the level of
Right.
what we're seeing here.
Yes.
It really is.
Yes.
I mean, it's huge.
And Curtis is the North American Indian is a popular subject for exhibitions. I've had it on my Google Alert for the last 5 years practically, just seeing what's out there. But they're always small shows.
Right.
Or maybe it's 100.
Yeah.
Well, and when you do that, you're kind of cherry picking the best.
Sure.
Not every photograph in this collection is a masterpiece. That wasn't his goal.
Right.
His goal was to document the lives, the language, the music, the culture, the religions
Yep.
of the various Western tribes.
Sure.
So he wasn't trying to create every photograph to be a masterpiece.
Yeah.
You know, interestingly, he was an incredible photographer.
Right.
So many are. But most exhibitions really cherry pick just certain images.
Sure.
This is where people can understand the body of work,
Yeah.
all that he did.
Yeah.
And I think it has a different meaning
Yeah.
when you get to experience that.
It's an amazing thing.
It
It
is.
really is.
It
It's
is.
it's overwhelming, and you've only got till September 10th.
September 10th, and then it won't be like this again.
Yeah.
And this is a chance for people not only to see the 723 prints, all of them. We have all the volumes out on display.
Yep.
And one thing that I'm very excited about is that we actually have, one of the things that Curtis did is he did wax recordings in the field. Well, wax recordings, you know more
Sure.
about that than I do.
Way back
They're
when.
little cylinders and
Yep.
they're pretty fragile. It's estimated he did 10,000. I think there's less than 100 that might exist. The Indiana University has in their archives of traditional music, they had about 90. They digitized them so that we could use them.
Very cool.
And in the back of this gallery, we have a recording with film that one of my staff put together, showing you images and the sounds, the chants, the languages. I mean, it's pretty exciting, and a couple of the images we have actually identified with the sounds that you're
Amazing.
hearing. Yeah, so that's the first time those have been out from the Indiana University.
It's right here in Muskegon.
It's right here in Muskegon.
Love it.
It is.
I absolutely
It
do.
is.
September 10th is when you got to get down here and see this stuff. Don't waste any time. What's coming up after this?
We will have the 89th annual Michigan Regional,
Okay.
our juried show of contemporary Michigan artists that opens on September 28th.
Okay.
And that is an exhibition we normally had in the summer. We bumped that out of the way for this.
Sure.
But we're kind of excited to see what the fall season,
Sure.
how that interacts with the fall season. We think it'll be a successful show in the fall.
And then didn't I get some kind of email about somebody's retirement?
Yes, I am going to retire sometime this fall.
Good for you.
Once the board has chosen, we have in place a new director.
Well, you've done wonderful things
So,
here, and we all appreciate it.
It's been
You
nothing
turn a
but,
nice shade of red too.
it's been nothing but privilege.
Yeah,
truly.
you really have done a great job.
Thank you so much.
And what a way to go out.
Well,
You know,
this
if you
has been
put this
pretty
big thing on,
spectacular.
and you know, way to sign on the dotted line at the end of it, and say, look what that's an accomplishment right there.
I'm feeling pretty proud of this.
Congratulations.
So thank you very much.
All the best.
All
Get
right.
down here by September 10th and check this thing out. Bring the kids. Share this piece of American history right here in Muskegon. You really have to see it. I know that I'll be coming back to take
And we're open 7 days a week.
7 days a week.
We're open every single day.
Yep.
Thursday till 8, otherwise 10 to 5, and we'll be open on Labor Day.
Oh,
we
very
are
cool.
trying to let people really have the chance.
And
to-
is there what's the cost again?
It's $10 admission.
Yep.
If you're a member, it's free.
Okay.
And so we have seen kind of a surge in our membership, which we're pretty thrilled about.
Sure.
So members get in free, but it's $10 for adults and $7 for students.
Well worth the price.
Right, it is.
Probably get some sponsors behind this you want to thank too?
There's a big list of sponsors.
Sure.
That was the first, once we decided we were going to do this, we had to figure that out.
Yeah.
And we had underwriters really work with us. Yes, we have a long list of underwriters on our website, which is muskegonartmuseum.org.
We'll put a link.
This was a very expensive endeavor. This is about a $300,000 project.
Wow.
So yes, we couldn't have done it without the generous support of this region.
Yeah.
I'm amazed at the philanthropy and the generosity
It's
that
awesome.
we have around us every day.
Good stuff. On our way to retirement after the Edward S. Curtis exhibit gets done, get down here by September 10th and see it.
Don't miss it, please don't miss it.
Judith Hayner, thanks so much.
Thank you.
All the details are right here on Positively Muskegon. Get down here and check it out.